Olori Naomi and the Ooni of Ife have stormed Akure in respect to an invitation they got from the DJ of Akure. Before now, we have already established the fact that Olori Naomi is from Akure and the DJ of Akure is more like an uncle, in fact, a older brother to Olori Naomi. That was why when all of this buzz was going on, he made sure, in fact, he looked into it very, very critical that Olori Naomi stays in her marriage. But when every single thing came out of hand, the best thing he could do was to offer Olori Naomi protection, because he saw it openly. It was nothing hidden again, that all these Olori wanted Olori Naomi badly out of the palace. So the only thing he could do was to offer her protection, offer Tedenikawo protection, and then he came to also speak to the Oni. That was a period when Ronke felt she could lie against the Ooni of Ife, because he said he is tired of listening to every single thing from a distance. He wants to inquire for his sister, and when he came, he made some inquiries from the Ooni. The Ooni told him how he really wants Naomi back into the palace, but things do not really work the way he plans it. From there, the DJ of Akure also started making sure that what the Ooni wants comes to a reality. But in the midst of that, remember saying that still the DJ of Akure bin come ask the Ooni, he become ask and say, could it be that you are blind to all your wives are doing, or could it be that you are giving it a deaf ear willingly? Because every single thing these women were doing, every single drama they were pulling up became so obvious to people. Everybody became aware of it. Like, it became a national anthem on people's lips. Everybody was singing it. Everybody was saying it. My people, na so the matter can turn into something else entirely. And as it stands right now, Olori Naomi has finally returned back into the palace, because when Mariam and Ronke went after Naomi, the DJ of Akure, he said that he would give Naomi and Tedenikawo protection 247 until they return back into the palace. So the DJ of Akure had faith, he had hopes, he knew that someday Olori Naomi would definitely return back into the palace, and that day has come to pass like this. And as it stands right now, he has invited them to Akure he wants to celebrate with them, my people, because there is no better way to put it. Yes, he invited them over to Akure, and Olori Naomi, you know her now, she obliged with her husband, and they went there to go see her older uncle. My people, this one, it done the sweet, because honestly, people thought this day would not come to reality. When Oba Elegushi and his wife came stormed the palace, Shekinat stormed the palace, and they came to tell the Ooni that Olori Naomi has stayed out of the palace for too long. It is only right that she returns back into the palace to come continue her duties as his wife. And you know, he told them that do they know that there are forces fighting him for Naomi not to return back into the palace? Obviously, he was talking about his wife. Obviously, he was talking about those singular persons who have done every single thing tirelessly, who have done every single thing within their power, within their capacity, to make sure that Naomi does not see the breaking day in the palace. And today, God has proved it wrong. Yes, we know how much people like Oba Elegushi and his wife Shekinat has done so much to make sure that Olori Naomi returns back into the palace, despite the fact that Ronke, Mariam still felt they could con them around with money. You know, when Ronke went to visit Shekinat, everybody was like, no, this is a very bad idea. You should not have even thought, that thought should not have even crossed your mind, considering the fact that Shekinat is one singular person who would not take any single thing from you when it comes to Naomi. Those are the people who have stood the test of time and proven that friendship is worth every single thing. Yeah, Shekinat will be mentioned among those people. If you want to mention people who have valued friendship, who have seen to it that friendship is worth giving it all, then you will mention Olori Shekinat. And today, oh my people, all their efforts have come to reality. And right now, Olori Naomi has honored the invitation of the DJ of Akure to go to Akure as it stands right now. So as it stands, Naomi cannot just go to Akure anyhow again. You see, before now she was just visiting Ife, and as it stands right now, she will be visiting Akure. Things people think will not come to a reality. My people thought that would never ever come to a reality, but God has made it possible. God has made this singular thing possible, and my people, this will not be small thing, because someone like the DJ of Akure, who said he was not going to speak about the Ooni's wives, he was not going to have too much of a concern about them, it still got to a point that he had to come into the palace and ask, what is happening with your wives? And even after that entirely, you could remember when Ronke went to see him in Akure, Ronke said so many things about the Ooni, how the Ooni hates her. So she was trying to justify her reasons for going after Olori Naomi. She went to see the DJ of Akure, and the only thing she could do was to justify herself why she's going after Olori Naomi, because the Ooni loves only Olori Naomi. He does not care about them. Every other person is not important. They don't have value. And people were like, wait, if you want to do this, is it Naomi's uncle that you go and do this to? Someone that is directly considered as Naomi's brother, family. Because once Naomi is from Akure and Naomi has attained the height to come into the royal home, this man is also the DJ of the whole of Akure. What more do you expect from him? He has to look out for Olori Naomi. So when she went there to make all of those statements, to say a lot of things, my people, everybody was like, what exactly is wrong with this woman? But you see, the DJ of Akure, being a matured man, he did not just bank on her words. Yes, he did not hold her words into consideration. He first of all went ahead to ask the Ooni. That was when he asked the Ooni, does he take sides with his wives or he treats them equal? And the Ooni asked him, no, he should come out straight and tell him exactly who went to talk to him. And he said, Olori Ronke, and he downloaded everything to give the Ooni, and he said he wanted the truth from the Ooni. Let it not be like the Ooni is taking sides with someone else and letting another of his wives suffer the consequences, because that was the period when all his wives even came out to complain that he doesn't give them attention, he behaves like they don't exist. But when it is Olori Naomi, he rushes out, he does every single thing. And my people, with all of these things put together, the Ooni said he felt really, really disappointed at what Olori Aderonke had done. Yes, he felt extremely disappointed, because if they would ask, he gives Olori Aderonke the maximum attention when she needs it. But this very Olori Aderonke still knows that the Kabiyesi has more than a wife. Yes, the Kabiyesi has more than a wife. So no matter what happens, the Kabiyesi cannot just give her the whole maximum attention she expects from him. Yes, the Kabiyesi cannot just do every single thing like that. And my people, na so the whole matter can be. Na so the whole matter can turn out right now. They have stormed Akure for a visit to the DJ of Akure. My people, this one no be small thing, no. It calls for celebration. Yes, this calls for maximum celebration.